question that I know I get occasionally is, what about lightning rods? So I'm going to ask the experts, what about lightning rods?
It's February and we are inside Dollywood.
I can't believe it.
I'm so excited. Spring is in the air. The Flower and Food Festival is right around the corner. Most importantly, opening day is March 13th.
And we're here. They invited us out to give a sneak preview of all the construction that's been going on in the off season.
And there is a lot of construction going on. It's really cool to see.
So hang tight, get ready, and let's go on this construction tour of Dollywood, Adventure That Rocks. Glad to have you here to talk about our 2021 season and what we have planned for this year. Be mindful as we go through the park, there will be active construction projects. If you see trucks and things, just kind of let them have some space to get through. As you can see, and we're in front of the Lightning Rod store. All kinds of construction going on right now.
For those of you that followed this as we built this ride originally, this was an iconic attraction, as Eugene said, but one that was a one of a kind. And I will tell you that I think you can all still feel that that's the same. The things you love about Lightning Rod are going to make it go up, and now with it coming home, the sound's a little bit different. The speeds are the same. The launch speed and the speed of the trains are the same or a little bit better. But I mean, I think what's most important is for guest comfort. It's going to be a much more enjoyable ride for our average guest. It's going to be a smoother ride experience. Still going to be as dynamic with the airtime that you're used to and all of that excitement, but it's going to feel much more comfortable, and we're excited about it.
So we're really, really excited that our transition has happened and we'll be ready for open.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's some great updates about Lightning Rod. So thrilled it's going to be working on operational on opening day. Opening day for 2021, and I know I'm excited. Can you get as excited as all your guests that are ready to come for opening day?
Yeah.
Do you still feel that excitement?
Even after 35 years, it's one of my favorite, times of the year is the build-up of opening day. And this year it's March the 13th, which is only a few weeks away. And we have so many changes on property.
This is not the only coaster we're working on. So for those of you that follow coasters and follow us, you'll know that we've been in a ReTracking program with Thunderhead. We've been working to replace the top section of Thunderhead's track as well over the last several years, and we've worked through. I think we're now about
halfway. Yeah, we're halfway there. We're doing about 25% a year over 4 weeks,
and we're anxious to get open in about 2 weeks. A lot of work going on. I mean, I think that's one of the things that you're going to see, that even though we don't necessarily have a large attraction that's going in this year, there is probably as much work going on park to improve guest experience that I've seen in the 20 plus years that I've been here.
Now, one thing you might notice, if you remember last year, these cables or shorts were that huge umbrella display
that they had at the opening last season. And it looks like that's what they're getting ready to do right now.
And then behind, you'll see a new seating structure for the Hickory House Barbecue. One of the best places to grab barbecue on property, but the only problem is that there wasn't a lot of seats to enjoy your food. So we really concentrated on delivering some incremental seating, to improve the guest experience. And one other thing to note, it's really lovely to be right across the street from the world's largest American bald eagle sanctuary. And now when you're sitting down and enjoying some barbecue, you're really going to be able to see, that uniqueness of our Dollywood property.
Just to give you an idea, there's Sandy. The log flumes behind her. This is the new seating area that they are talking about. And as you can see, it's going to be covered. A lot of seating, it looks like it's going to be happening. The bald eagle sanctuary over there.
Doing Rocky Mountain Construction is also doing some track work for us on Blazing Fury, and we're working through that ride. That is original equipment, I guess you'd say, for Dollywood. It was built in the late 70s, and we're working through a ReTracking program on that ride attraction as well, so that it's the best guest experience that we can have for that particular ride, and so that we can continue to conserve and nurture that ride, because it really means so much. You're in it's a first ride to probably, I don't know, three generations of people that are in this area.
Just to give you an idea on what does the park look like in the off season without the kettle corn going.
Really excited about the festival product.
Let's go in front Porch Cafe, see what they got off.
Porch Cafe. This floor you're standing on is actually one of the construction projects that is already finished for the year. So they've been in here. They've got this looking very nice. So but he can talk to you about how we take those festival experiences and what our guests see out in the park and translate that to our menus inside our great restaurants. So,
wow. So one of my favorites, okay? It's fish and chips with a balsamic reduction. And then also we have a spring flatbread, which is a mascarpone cheese, pesto, Aruba, and some edible flowers. And then a Cuban sandwich, which is so good, plantains, and then also a mango salsa that goes with that. Funnel cake, everyone loves funnel cakes, right? I sure. So funnel cakes, and it has a cream on it, fresh cream, with a lavender honey with it on top. So good. And then the lobster roll, which is a fan favorite, very good. Our dining day pass, the cost of that is $29.99. And then if you have a season pass, it's $27.99. So you can enjoy up to 5 items with that pass of anything that's on our Flower and Food Festival menu.
And like you said, if you do 3 on one day, but you come back another day during the festival, you can finish it off.
That is correct.
Thank you. As you can see, we're going to hope to give you an idea what some of these samples are. That lobster roll was amazing. We're definitely going to be getting 1 or 2 of those while we're out here. But this here...
Yeah, the fish and chips too. I'm thinking, oh, that looks good. And he snagged the blueberry. I snagged the blackberry though before.
This is a tough win also.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That looks really good. Is that like a flower on top? That's really pretty. Is it edible?
I don't know. Here you go.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if it is edible.
So I'm assuming that they put it on the food when you can eat it.
Okay.
You eat it.
Okay.
And it's like an actual flower, like a
inside of a flower, so I'm kind of excited.
They put birthday candles on top of food also, and I don't see people eating those.
Now you see.
Is it good though, right?
Yeah, it's really good actually.
Say that we're going to be adding almost 700 operating hours to our 21 calendar year.
And then the last ride that you're going to see, and it will affect our opening ability to open it on opening day, but that's Mystery Mine. So we've been retracking sections of it and tweaking track and doing work with it since really almost since it opened in 2007 to improve guest experience.
Hey, check it out outside here in the parking lot. You never get to see the Mystery Mine car in daylight. It's really cool to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so I check out the video clip. I got really close, detailed shots of it. So cool to see it out here in the daylight, like Sandy said.
Here at Dollywood, we like to find a new way. What you'll see behind me is chalk art, and I guess most of you have probably seen festivals where chalk art was a featured event. So right here in Adventures in Imagination, our resident artist, Jamie Hauser, will deliver these beautiful chalk art works of art every single day of this festival. You won't want to miss watching her sketch these designs. Actually, we think there's going to be an opportunity for you to try your hand at the chalk art right here at Dollywood.
That the chalk art, it's going to be a different drawing every day.
It is, that's right. And so we have, this book isn't full, but we have a book full of designs that Jamie Hauser is creating for us. And she also will collaborate with the guests. If the guests find something that they want to see, we'll definitely react to it.
And during the Flower and Food Festival, as you heard, they're going to have sidewalk chalk art all over the place
And
in there.
daily, they're going to change it. I cannot wait. I hope somebody's going to be here daily to show us what the new art is, because we can't wait to see it.
And they said participation. Wait till you
Yeah.
see some of the stick figures I can draw in chalk.
We better practice.
Another reason to come to Dollywood, because you aren't going to want to miss it.
We're going to have local artists here drawing on the inspiration from the guests and what they want to see. And we'll actually have chalk art, stations right in front of the Chasing Rainbows, which we're also excited to be able to say that we're going to get back open again for the 21 season.
We have 16 huge sculptures that are totally made of plants. There is still framework that we created custom along with our partners, Mosaic Culture International of Montreal, Canada.
Even the Mist Grill in the off season gets its own touching up.
I wanted to mention that music is alive and well at Dollywood for Dollywood's Flower and Food Festival. And the team has created lots of musical venues that will present outdoor stages. So a fresh look at music, a fresh sound, and we're eager to deliver that.
We always try to listen to what the guests say and really try to build some change, into our program. So this year, you'll notice a big emphasis on entertainment coming into Flower and Food that didn't exist in 20 during our opening. So that's a really big.
We have all the new carpeting in here in Celebrity Theater. Here. We do have a video that will show, as part of the Flower and Food Festival this year, we're going to introduce a concert series that will be part of that. There will be some of the artists that are a part of that will be on this video.
and Food Festival. She'll be in front of the Robert F. Thomas Chapel doing 4 30-minute shows a day up in the valley. We're very excited to have that. Let's talk about this year, shall we? You guys saw a bunch of cool concert acts we're going to have up here for the Flower and Food plus Faith Festival this spring. When Dollywood opens, we are going to have what we call our core shows are going to be elevated to the forefront of our featured entertainment when we open up until the Flower and Food Festival. So what that means for our guests is 3 brand new shows. We tool them as the Tones, and they'll be playing at the Village Depot stage over in the Village, right by the train station. Also, we're going to have a new family show featuring Dolly's nieces, Jada and Heidi and cousin Shelly. They're going to be at the Dreamsong Theatre. That'll be very similar to the Christmas show that we did this past year. Stories, Dolly, that sort of thing, family stories and Dolly music and stuff like that. That is going to be in the Dreamsong Theatre, brand new show. Also, we're very excited to bring a new show to the Back Porch Theater that is going to be called Brighter Day. How many of you guys have seen the billboards with Dolly saying Brighter Days are here? Well, they are. And it's going to be on stage at the Back Porch Theater. A lot of songs about faith, positive music, up-tempo, affirming, best version of yourself kind of thing. That should be really neat at the Back Porch Theater.
Isn't it odd walking around without all the flower sculptures out here yet and all the construction vehicles around?
Yeah, it's really cool though. I love it. The fountain's still going.
The cinder blocks are here. What are they used for? You know, put it in the comments down below.
She's going to mention something we'll see up here in a minute. One of our craft locations is moving a little bit, so there's a lot of work going on there. This is a new shop that will take place, or that will be located in here.
Projected to be ready opening day, or is that?
Yes, sir.
It is.
Sure will.
That's
We
amazing.
work our magic.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's turned around. It helps because then we focus on other stores, so then we can put more team to get this ready in a shorter period of time.
We have about 3 of them that are going to come down to the wire.
That's normal. That's a normal day,
So
right?
excited to present to you what we have to offer for this 2021 season. The crafts are at the heart of Craftsman's Valley. We have wonderful craftsmen that have been here 25, 35 years. Those master craftsmen are dedicated to passing down the traditional crafts, such as leather, blacksmithing, our wood carving, candle making, and our blown glass. We are excited. We have taken over this particular location. It's our Cozy Bear location, more along the lines of our cabin feel.
So as you can see, there's a crowd gathering around this building. Let's see what's going on in there.
We are here at what is becoming the new blacksmith shop. If you look up the way here, you'll see what happened to the other blacksmith shop. And we've moved John Fuller as our master craftsman in blacksmithing. We've moved his shop down here. So folks will be able to come here and watch him and everyone that works alongside him as they do their craft.
Excited to say that coming this spring, we will be offering the make your own knife option here at Dollywood as well too. So that is very current in the marketplace. You'll see on TV shows that is very popular, and we look forward to offering that here within the
Up
spring.
ahead, there seems to be a lot of activity up at the chapel. Let's see if we can hear what the action is.
The fact that we do listen to our guests, these are projects that you're seeing that we're doing that. This year is an opportunity for us to be able to share those opportunities with our guests. So you can see here the chapel was built in 1973. They're going back in now, and we're doing some things to secure the footers and do a new roof for it. And Eugene knows more about that than I do.
It's obviously pretty unique. When I joined Dollywood, to find out that on Sunday mornings at 11, there's actually a service that happens on property. Pretty unique to have a full-time chaplain working on our staff. It really helps, bring an awful lot of peace, to our property to have Joey Buck here. I help with the chairs. It's such an iconic, structure, for us, and it needed a little love. So you'll notice a new roof, a new roof structure, and we totally refaced all of the wood that over time got to be a little bit rotten. And we even fixed underneath the structure, and in the footers to bring strength to it, so that when we get back inside for church service, everyone's going to be safe and sound.
We're gonna head back down towards the front of the park. As you can hear the construction going on at the church, but I'm just gonna give you a walkthrough. I'm gonna turn the camera on so that way you can enjoy the walk and see all the construction going on as we start from the church down to the front of the park. During the tour, you mentioned that you guys take a lot of guest feedback and guest surveys. Where does those come from? Is like there a ballot I can fill out as I'm leaving the park to say, hey, here you go?
Yeah. So we do a lot, right? You'll find me, if you ever visit the Dollywood Parks and Resorts, you'll find me and many other, managers on property. And, one of the core leadership things that I say is, listen really, really well. I don't have to be the smartest person in the room. I really don't. I just have to be the best listener. Mm-hmm. So when we're on grounds, we can listen to the experiences, of our guests that are visiting Dollywood Parks and Resorts, and we'll get a chance to really take some of that feedback. But then there's also online surveys that happen after somebody experiences our resorts. They'll get a chance to fill out an online survey.
And people really do look at those, because I can see where people see those and think, is it worth my time filling out?
Yeah, we use that as a driver of what we do. I mean, Pete Owens, right? Our VP of marketing. One of the things that I was always so impressed with how he leads the marketing team is, don't guess on what we're going to do. Let's ask the guest. And it's really a core to our DNA, and it's a core to our approach to what we do here, on Dollywood Parks and Resorts, and how we, advance our program to make it a better place to on property. I know. Thank you for coming for the tour today. We were really excited to welcome everyone, to show everyone what's been happening.
Isn't it amazing everything that they did in this off season?
Yeah, I mean, so much work, so much effort put into it. And you know, a lot of the stuff you don't recognize how much effort and work has been put into it.
Yeah, like expanding the sidewalks, that new seating area in front of the stage, which I think is a brilliant idea, but I don't think I would have ever noticed that building missing. And as you can hear, the construction is going on live right now, and they're moving. We want to thank Dollywood for bringing us out here for this construction tour, and can't wait for the 2021 season to begin.
And there they go.
And as we always say, even those with construction going on, make each and